item 916813205 is not available. At the tone.
Hello.
Yeah.
Calling about your guys' property up in Antelope on Big Cloud.
I don't have property.
I was looking for Randall.
Wrong number.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Hi. Baron is currently unavailable. Please leave a message.
Give me a second here. Let me get the stream shared a few places. All right, this is the batch dialer platform. It has capabilities to use up to
You have reached Clara Hernandez, consultant with the Department of Fair.
10 lines. We're just doing a trial on it. However, if you're on YouTube and you'll see the link to the trial link, you can start a 7-day trial. And this is, in my opinion, top 3 right now when it comes to high-level prospecting dialing platforms. I'm making calls to properties in Sacramento that were vacant in in May, and they're all investor owned. Most of them are like rentals. And so I'm trying to find investors that have a vacant rental that they can't that they're interested in getting off the books. That's the goal here with this one. For the most part, they have 3 or more properties on title. That's what's great about using Propstream. You can go in and use those filters to get creative with your data if you know what you're looking for. And I mentioned that because there's also a link to create a trial for Propstream on there as well. Let's see if we can find some motivated sellers.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 91680202110 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording,
This is the preview function to where I am able to go through and select which numbers to dial. There's the auto function as well, where it automatically sends you calls.
The number you dialed.
On this first round of this campaign, I'm really just kind of cleaning up the list. And then when I go through, I'll turn on the auto dialer and run some more numbers through so we can have 2, 3, 4 numbers calling at the same time. If you're on YouTube watching and you want to see the screen share, I'll drop the link for the Facebook. If you go on Facebook, I'm sharing the screen of the actual dialer platform as I work through it so you can see how I use it. There you go.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer.
Again, we
in
skip
service.
traces data back in May, so there might be some bad numbers in between.
And try your call again.
There's no such thing as old data. Just go through it again. In my opinion, you know, a few months later, you can run right back through it. You just got to clean it back up, even if you close deals out of it. That's just my mentality. Some people always like to call fresh data, and that makes zero sense. So we're basically looking for some properties that these investors are looking to get out of. Vacant, tax liens, multiple property owners. There's a likelihood.
The mailbox is full and there is not enough space to leave a message. To send a message to another subscriber, enter the area code and phone number.
On to the next. This is why the services that I had created in the past, ISA services, cold calling services, which is huge now, is so valuable to the productive and successful investor and agent, because once we start generating capital, there isn't as much time to focus on prospecting. So it makes more sense to bring in a VA, cold caller, a team for acquisition, so you can focus on deal flow. For now, let's generate some capital and then we'll go from there. So if you're watching this in the Cold Calling Isn't Dead group, I know there's over 400 of you in this group, whether you watch it on the replay or you're watching live now. If you guys want to get in on this and create a boiler room type atmosphere, we can do that a couple of times a week here in the group.
Sorry, you have reached a number.
All right, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's move over to this other campaign here that I set up. As you see me maneuvering through, if you're watching on Facebook, it takes a little bit of learning. They have some great tutorials, but once you figure out how to utilize the platform, there's a lot to it. And if you need to generate leads, data, appointments, deal flow, I would highly recommend Batch. I've used probably a dozen, if not more, auto dialers, probably more, even custom dialers over the years. And for what we're doing right now, for the price point and for what they offer, and also, you know, they have the texting, they have their own data, so there's a lot more to it. But even if you're just using the dialer, it's definitely a win. And there's a link in the description if you want to start a trial. I'm calling strictly right now through the computer. There's no phone involved.
The person you are trying to reach is not accepting calls at
Okay, so this is a vacant property list from April. These are single family homeowners. And this is in select zip codes in the Sacramento area.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been
They should have done something back in April. A lot of these numbers are disconnected. Sometimes I think, man, they probably lost their house. Things are bad. You never know. Or maybe it was just bad info.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer.
I got a fresh list that's being skip traced right now. I won't get that till tomorrow morning. I send it off to a company that's actually in Pakistan, and they do it for sometimes as low as 5 cents a record, if not lower. So with Propstream, I can just download the data I want, email it over, and then within 24 hours, I get it back. So you do 1,000 times 5 cents, and the data is, you know, it's not just the data, it's very reliable, but the time that it would take me to do that alone makes the value worth it. And if you want their information, let me know. I can send that over to you. All right, this one's over in Carmichael.
You have reached a number that has been disconnected.
Disconnected data day. Keep on dialing. Spill coffee on your shirt day. We're live on YouTube and we're live on Facebook. Come over here and hang out. What's up, man?
Hello, no one is available to take your call. We're sorry. You have reached an... We're sorry.
What's up, IG? We're also streaming over here on YouTube and Facebook. If you want to pop over, just making some calls using batch, some action here and there, let me know.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again. Please leave your message for 91667634647. Please leave your message for
Pat.
Please leave your message for
Simon McCormick.
Welcome to Verizon's voice messaging service. To leave a message, please re-enter the number of the person you are calling, followed by the pound key. If you are a subscriber to this service, press Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 2.
So one thing when you're using the preview, you have to recall which number you selected. Keep that in mind.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Probably make a few more calls here. As always, in the comments, questions, drop them. Same thing with YouTube as I go over to look at stream. If I see your questions, I'll try to answer them. If you guys watch this on the replay, just put it in the comments and let me know if you have any questions, or feel free to reach out. You have my contact info All of my social links are there, as well as, and if you're watching this anyways, you probably already have contact with me, so let me know. But the big thing here is batch and Propstream. If you guys are looking for a data source or a dialer, there's links there. I use them every day. And I'm going to make it a consistent thing this week and ongoing to start doing these sessions again. It's been a couple of months, but we were doing it every day. And I know that I was bringing some value to you guys. Now that I'm working on some different stuff and have different avenues to exit deals, there's going to be different knowledge that's brought compared to what we used to do before. But just on top of the prospecting, more interaction in the actual deals, and more working on my business compared to in my business. So just better and bigger things. And the reason I do this is not only to document what I'm doing and help myself get better, because honestly, that's the main reason. But secondary, if I can help you guys get better and share what I'm doing and to help you with your process or your sales skills or whatever it may be. And as always, power prospecting is ongoing. So for those of you that do need help, more one-on-one with your cold calling, with your prospecting, with your systems, whatever it may be when it comes to real estate, lead generation, and conversion, let me know. We can work out something. I have a few teams that I'm working with now with EXP that they're doing some cold call role play sessions, and we're talking about doing some group trainings as well at their office in the Bay Area potentially. So if you guys want to get something like that for your team, whether it's virtual or in office, literally we can set something up. And my end game is if I can create more relationships with you guys that are in the business and you know what I'm looking for and what kind of deals that I'm looking for, and that pops up, hey, let's send this one over to Jeremy. And that's the type of thing I'm looking to do here. Not only am I demonstrating different services and platforms that I'm using and being transparent within the business, but if you guys have opportunities that you know would work for some of the stuff that I'm doing, that's also why I share the information that I share. So with that being said, let's make a few more calls. And if you have questions, as always, just drop it in the chat. I'm going to switch on the auto dialer and get some of these calls flowing through. Give me a second. It's as simple as you just edit the campaign and you can toggle it back and forth between preview and predictive. Simple save, and now you can go back to just hit the phone. If it will let me, give me a second here. There we go. It's flowing now, as you see. Hi, Wayne.
Nope.
Let's try to call him back. It was the other guy. Shit. It was Red Diamond. You see how the calls are just flowing now? That has it in the yellow. That's what's being dialed right now. There's 2 numbers being dialed. And when somebody answers, it will be directed to me.
Six zero two. Can't take your call right now.
And what it also does is it removes the answering machines, and you can toggle on and off if you want that to happen. Right now, we're going to have it off. So if it hits an answering machine, it will just skip it and move on. Hello, Edgar. Hello, Barbara. Barbara.
Nine one six four eight.
I just wanted to call that one to make sure we didn't lose it. It will pick back up here now. See, there's 2 numbers dialing again. You got Thomas and Shalish being called. It's important to be able to. Hello? Hello, Shalish? Hello? Oh, she hung up. See, there's a little bit of a delay. When you use the predictive or auto dialer, regardless of how quick your connection is, there's going to be a short delay. And you have to practice when you hear that beep to start your conversation. And I say that because even I don't do it sometimes. And what happens is they hear that delay and then they hang up. You can call them back, but they may not answer. So if you get into, when I get into a mode of when I hear that beep, I just start talking, the likelihood of them disconnecting is higher. Just take that for what it is. Let me try to see if I can give them a call back here. I'm just going to let the auto flow and just see how it goes and just try not to overpower it. Hello? Hello, Vita? Hello?
Hello?
Mr. Topalu?
Who?
I was calling about the property on Leafwood Drive in Carmichael. Is this the owner?
Michael?
Yeah, I'm looking for the owner of 6060 Leafwood Drive.
Sir.
Sir.
Do you see the for sale sign?
No, sir, but I don't buy properties that are listed for sale.
Okay, what is the reason you are calling me? I'm not owner first, and second one, what, I do not have a right to have a property without you calling me?
Okay, so if you're not the owner, then what's the information good to you for?
Because do you know how many calls I get for different properties?
Probably a lot, but what I can do for you is make sure that I don't call you again, but you don't need to get frustrated with me. Okay, you have a good day, sir, and good luck to you, okay? Good luck to you. On to the next. That's how you got to do it, man. Don't let it mess up your mindset. Stay positive and move on. I'll remove him from my list. He won't get called again, but at the end of the day, it happens. And they're going to be upset, but it's not your fault. It is what it is. Hello? Hello, Eileen. Hi, Eileen. Now we're flowing. Now we're flowing. Hello, George. Hello, George. Hello, Sammy. That last guy, he was probably a renter. That's why he was upset. He gets called all the time. He's, oh man, they're going to sell this house. Hello.
3, 4, 2, 9, 5.
Hello, Diane. Hello.
Recording, simply hang up or press the pound key for.
See that delay? Even if I'm talking, it's not going to make a difference. It's just a delay because of the connection, I'm guessing, but it could be a batch dialer issue. Now, I highly doubt it is. But here's the thing. I can't control that. So all I can control is how many, just keep on dialing. So if you have technology like your platform that you're using to dial or whatever it may be, if you're having issues, you got to work around it. You know, a lot of people that I know and I've worked with in training, and even I do it sometimes. You get frustrated, you log out, and you end up doing different things. And keeping your prospecting in my lead generation, when I do that, a priority on a daily basis, having deals to work with and having opportunities is not an issue. Now, those days that I get myself into a funk and I don't make things happen, then I find myself having issues. So consistency is key. Even if you have a bad session, just make the calls. Let's go, Mila. Let's go, Huynh. We got Mila and Huynh being called. Hello, Mr. Herrera.
1 for more options. To send a fax, press 4.
Voicemail. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shut those off so they're filtered out. See, it's supposed to catch it to where I don't get those, but sometimes they slip through. Again, I can't control that. I could send a little notification. Hi, Kenneth.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may.
So that's about 5 seconds into a voice. 3 seconds into a message. Hello, Shalon. Hello, Shalon. Hello.
436 is not available.
Voicemail. Hello, Nicholas. Hello, Mr. Vita. Hello, Nick. Nick already hung up. Nick left the building. Their needs, or I'm going to figure out if there's a way to do like a quick callback. Well, there is. What I could do is I could copy the number and just paste it in there before the auto dialer starts working again. and it will let me call the single number. Let's see if this works. It did work. You can just actually click it and then hit your
Hi, it's Nick Vita. Thanks for calling. You can either text me or leave a voicemail, and I'll get back to you. Thanks.
Hey, Nick Vita, this is Jeremy Marquez. I had a question about your property on Duarte. When you get this, if you can give me a call back, 241-3497, 241-3497. Thanks, Nick. All right, let's see how long we're rolling here. I think we're probably almost at an hour. I like the streams below an hour because it allows me to upload it into IG. We're at 58 minutes. Let's see if we can get somebody on the phone here. Hi, Mrs. Harris. Hi, Linda. All right, we're going to keep YouTube rolling. I just killed Facebook. So that way I can use that content.
Hello?
Hi, Mr. Penn.
Yes?
Hey, this is Jeremy Marquez. I was ringing you about your property on Madison and Carmichael.
Yes.
I know I'm calling you out of the blue here, but I'm interested in making an offer on the property if you consider selling it.
No, not right now. I just got in.
Oh,
I like this place.
Oh, you just bought it?
Yes.
When did you guys get it?
November last year.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I see that. You guys closed in the middle of November for about $450 or so.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the area is nice, and we come in and we usually buy properties, put a little bit of work into them, and then usually put renters in them or otherwise. Do you have any other properties you'd consider selling?
No. This is my only property I have.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, well, I mean, also, if you guys ever consider buying a rental property that you can have for yourself, let this number, you can feel free to reach back. I have sometimes normal homeowners that are interested in potentially getting into investing. So if that's the case, I can potentially help you with that at some point.
Thank you very much. I will retain your number. Your name again is?
My name is Jeremy Marquez.
Marquez. Mr. Marquez, I'll keep your number in mind.
I will text you my info too, so you can see who I am. Other than that, have a good week.
You too. Do the same.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, James.
Bye.
Not a good result as far as, oh, we got a deal. No, but it's a great contact, and it's a conversation with somebody who genuinely probably will keep in contact. So what I'm going to do is I'll send him a text, make sure he has my information, and then I'll continue to educate him on the value of having second property, third property, and most likely at some point we can potentially help him get into an investment property as well to offset some of his taxes. That's the biggest benefit if you're a homeowner and you're trying to figure out different things. Buy a second property. If you're a W-2 earner, a lot of those wages you're earning can be offset by your depreciation. And simple conversations like that are ways to work yourself into more relationships that will create potentially more opportunities. And it doesn't happen unless we're making these calls. Did anything happen that I'm going to create $1 from on that call? No, not today. But is it a relationship that can be harnessed into something later? Potentially. And if not, that's okay too. It's also a repetition, and now we're on to the next, right? So I'm just gonna make a little note for myself. I'll download the information, and then after the call session, then I'll send them a text and then get in contact. I highly recommend don't stopping too much after you have a good call. Make your notes in your CRM and then move on to the next. And then after, you can go back and spend a half an hour, however long you need to do your admin stuff. Or when you start making some money, you have an assistant who's sending that stuff off to you right now for you right after the call. And as you can see, well, Facebook isn't rolling, just YouTube. Dialer's on and rolling again, and we're on to the next. Hi, Mr. Long.
We will return your call.
It's probably like a minute and a half in between the call. You know, even I do it. Sometimes I'll spend a half an hour, and then I'm just going to get out of a groove that I'm in after I have a good call. Just completely defeats the purpose, because that call was a good conversation, but it wasn't a good result. So now we just take that energy and flow it into the next conversation. See, you take a half an hour or an hour filling out emails or getting coffee or patting yourself on the back. You've lost that funk, that groove that you're in. Well, for me, if you're anything like me, that's how it. Hi, Emma.
4257.
Hear that beep, get ready. And you can flip that beep on or off, but you probably want it on. I'm going to share the stream on Twitter as well. And then afterwards, we'll do an upload of the replay. Not a lot of solid call contact, but I did drop a few gems when it comes to process and different things and insight of how I do things. And of course, you got the walkthrough of Batch. We heard her hung up. I was too late to that one. I'm going to try to call her back.
Hello, who is this, please?
No problem. This is Jeremy. I was calling about your property on Greenwood.
It's been sold. Don't call me again. Thanks.
Oh, congratulations. Have a great day. Good thing we called back, so that way we know not to call him back again, because he already sold the property. But here's what this tells me, okay? This tells me that this data is excellent. He just said that he sold the property. So if I had called him a month ago or 2 months ago before he sold the property, maybe he sold it to us. So what that means is, okay, we had about a half an hour, 45 minutes of shit calls. One call with a gentleman who maybe will invest in the future. And this guy who wasn't so nice, but he told us that he just sold his property. So for me, that tells me that we're on the right track. Let's keep going. And it also means that, even if I did stop now, I can go back to this data and know that there's deals in here. Hi, Mrs. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hello? Can you understand me? Oh, she hung up. She was speaking something. Probably Mandarin. Sound like Mandarin. Okay, so this guy that I just spoke to, he said it's already been sold. He has it on the market right now, so that means they're in contract. I really should call him back to see. I'm going to call him back in a week because here's the thing. Right now, about 60% of deals that go into contract, they're going to fall out within 2 weeks. It's just how it is, especially on the wholesale side. Hi, Robert.
And we'll return your call. Thank you.
50 to 60%. Yeah, we might get a deal. We might put it into contract, but now we got to find that buyer. Hi, Rose. And if you're smart about it, if you're wholesaling like me on some of these deals, I already have 4 local buyers that I know what they're looking for, which is why I'm calling these leads, because when I find one that works for them, it's probably going to be something they'll buy. You can go out and put deals together and, hope you find a buyer after, but that's more to the people that are going to have to cancel, because it's good to know how your buyers or your fix and flip guys you're working with, your buy and hold guys, your multifamily guys, you want to know what they're buying, not 6 months ago, but right now, because things change every 2 weeks, especially with the shifts in the market and the increases in the rates. You got to keep in contact with your buyers just as much as you're prospecting with new sellers. Hi, Craig. Hi, Craig. Hi, Mr. Sutterman. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Okay. On to the next. Some people just answer the phone and they like to breathe. It is what it is. We got Darish and Scott. That name looks familiar. Scott Slaughterbock. Voicemail. All right. So if you guys are watching the replay on YouTube, in the summary, there's links, about 4 of them. One to Batch, one to Propstream. There's one to Carrot. There's a few others as well as all of my social links. Again, we're going to continue to do this ongoing. And if you guys need any help with your prospecting, hit me up. I'm not currently offering cold calling services. However, hi, Rob.
How can I help you?
This is Jeremy Marquez. I was calling about your property on Cerrico Court.
Okay, what's the question?
Would you consider selling if the numbers made sense?
What are the numbers?
Well, I'd have to learn a little bit more about the property, but it would be what the property is worth in order, typically. I mean,
What do you want it's worth?
so all I know is that the property is in an area that we're looking to buy property in Carmichael. I'm local here in Sacramento. I know a few months ago when I pulled the records that the property was vacant. Maybe you can tell me a little bit more about it.
Just an empty piece of land.
Oh, it's just the dirt?
Yep.
Okay. What happened to the property that wasn't there a dwelling on it?
Yeah, I demoed it.
Oh, okay. So, okay, it changes things a little bit, but I do have a few guys that I work with that are building. What would you want for the lot?
Well, that was my plan to build on it, but right now it's at a standstill.
Gotcha. Do you build? Are you a builder?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm a handyman. I can do most of the work and then subcontracts the rest.
gotcha. Okay. Well, I mostly, find properties that, make sense for, a few guys that I work with, and, put these together and to do various different things. Point being is, if we put an offer together that made sense, we can close quickly on it and potentially make it win-win for both of us if you decided you wanted to sell it.
Well, I guess the $1 million question is how much we can get for it.
Yep.
We'll go from there.
So what I would need to do in the next couple of hours and get back to you tomorrow or later today is just run some numbers on that, and what the dirt's going for right now, and see what would make sense to you.
Tell me a number. If it makes sense, we can do something. If not, no harm, no foul.
Exactly. Is this a number I can text you on?
Yeah.
What's your email address?
I've never checked my email.
Okay, so I'll just text you. Is it the 868-2272?
You got it.
Okay, I'm Jeremy. I'm gonna text you when we get off. So you have my information, and I'll reach back out to you when I have some numbers, and we can have another conversation.
Sounds good.
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you, Sir Rob.
All right.
Okay, so third conversation of the day. We're about an hour and a half in to the session. And it's a good thing I didn't kill the YouTube live session, because that right there could be a fantastic deal. It could be a really good opportunity. So he demoed the property because he was going to build on it. Because of shifts in the market or whatever happened, which I'll get more information when I have the next conversation after I run the numbers to make sure it makes sense. Whatever happened, he's not going to build on it anymore. Okay. Could be money, could be whatever. I know this area. I know that it's a very sought out after area. There's lots of builders that like to buy dirt over there and put up custom homes that will sell on this market. And there's even retail buyers that are out there looking for dirt to build as well. So from here, the next step would be just to run numbers on comps, get back in contact with him off of this live session, have more of a conversation with him, find out really what he needs. As soon as I pull title on it, I'll be able to know what the debt is, and, kind of figure out a little bit more about comps. But here's the thing. If I had allowed that first conversation or even that second FU to, get in my mind and potentially end this session, I may not have ever had that call. Okay. So the point is, stay positive, keep grinding. You never know what you're going to get. Okay. So let's put that in as a boom. Okay. Kill that.